This is the Symposium podcast with Wright and Romero.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of the Symposium podcast. On the other side of the couch, let the people know who you are.
What up, what up? Once again, I'm back with another episode. Your boy Wright with another one. Kick it back to my main man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come. Winter Coat Roams is in the building. I am back. The chains are gone.
The chains are gone.
The watch is gone. It's too fucking cold. I pulled out my coat. Froze bigger than ever. We here, baby.
Yeah.
Now, we have a very special guest in the center of the couch. Let the people know who you are.
Jon Jones.
Yo.
Tombstone, what's good?
Mr. Tombstone,
Yes,
finally graced us with his presence.
Thank you for coming, sir. We got some good topics for y'all. Very excited. But before we get into it, as always,
got
to the people, Mr. Tombstone,
Cheers.
welcome to the party.
Thanks for having me.
Mr. Rowe,
See,
check in, man. How you doing? Where we at?
blessed, brother. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Where you at on the scale?
I'd say I'm at an 8.
Okay.
Not a solid 8. Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Niggas been struggling. I've been struggling, but I'm finally at a good place.
All right.
Things are good. I can't complain. I'm in a good spot. What about you, my man?
I'm good, man. I'm probably like a 6 or 7. I just know I still got shit to do, but
Yeah.
right now I'm good though. I'm good. We need
Better than where you were.
Yeah, bro. I was fucking stressed, bro. But I got some shit done, man. I got it just got a lot of paperwork for work that I got done and almost done, so that's good. So now I just gotta get to school shit. I'm probably like a few assignments behind, but I'll get it done tomorrow night. So I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good, man.
Mr. Jones, man, how you doing?
Yeah, where you at, sir?
Where you mental at?
I would give me a hard 7.
Hard
Oh,
seven?
yeah. Hard 7.
Above a 6, above 5,
Yeah.
above average, but a hard 7.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Holiday season, grinding, man, I'm telling
Yeah.
you, dog. Work, family life, all that good stuff. But a hard 7.
I'm surprised you didn't say no 5 with what you told us earlier.
Oh, bro. Speaking of fucking holiday season, Twan hit me yesterday like, so you give me some Christmas presents? I'm like, what? I'm like, damn, why you gotta do that? Huh?
Right.
No, you not. You provided this nigga with a roof.
That's what I told him. That's what I told him. I'm like, man, you better call. They gotta send some shit.
Shit, yeah.
Like, they better mail some shit.
This is the present.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, but I just wasn't used to that. Like, I don't put too much into Christmas because, like, I ain't got nobody to get nothing for it. But
Right.
I'm like, damn. I mean, we should probably do something, but yeah. So that just caught me off guard. I'm like, fuck, bro.
Just put up a tree, call it a day.
Actually, I might put up a tree for the first time ever, bro. Like, I've never put up a Christmas tree.
Really?
Yeah.
Even when I lived alone, I would put up like a mini tree. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've never even did that, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this year. I'm gonna get one. So
There you go.
It'll be festive next time y'all roll up in this motherfucker.
Ugly sweater party?
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
I love those.
Just plant that seed right now.
Right.
Alright then. Should we get into some news?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Bruh.
It doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be that bad.
Bruh. Oh my God, bro. I'll tell you all about
Where
some
do first and foremost, you wanna kick it off?
No. What I got is lighter than what you got. Actually, Jones sounds like you got some news. You got news?
Man, what we talking about in the community news? Because I
Yeah,
know
the
y'all
world.
Whatever.
heard that verdict.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Let's
just-
get right into it.
Let's get right into it.
That's on the list. Let's get right into
That
it.
verdict, oh my gosh, like how?
Tap in. So
How? So my opinion on it, right? How do you
First of all, I mean, for people that live under a rock, we're talking about Kyle Rittenhouse.
yeah.
Yep.
Kyle Rittenhouse, he was on trial, for fucking
Murdering 3 people.
You know what
Murder
it,
three
you know what it
people.
is. Yeah.
When he was 17,
yes.
right? In Wisconsin, basically drove across. I want
Cross
to say,
2 state lines.
Yeah.
He's from like Illinois.
yeah. So that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Illinois.
In Kenosha.
In Kenosha, yep.
Yeah.
I got family in Kenosha, Wisconsin, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Where-
that's the
where?
same.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
20 minutes from where you're staying, dog. Like,
Yeah. And yeah. And Kenosha, I believe, is a predominantly black community.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So a man drove across, saw what was going on, and it was basically rioting over, was it the George Floyd thing?
No, it was
Or it was some type of
Blake. racial
unjust.
Yeah, Blake. Fuck, I'm fucking up for nothing.
Oh, the 7 times in the back thing.
Yeah.
So another young black man was shot in the back 7 times, I believe, by a police officer.
And they were protesting.
And they were protesting on that. And so this child decided to take matters into his own hands.
Child is right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you are 18, you're a child. I mean, even if he was 20, you decided to do that, you're a child to me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Drove across state lines by his mom with an assault rifle.
His mother drove him. His mother, she should be on fucking trial too.
Bro, like, tell me about it.
This shit wild.
So, long story short, this motherfucker got all the charges dropped.
Yeah, all of them.
All the charges dropped, which is unreal to me.
It's wild.
Unreal. And like, I can't even say I'm surprised. Like, I'm just disappointed. But I can't say I'm surprised.
I guess we all in the same boat as far as at this point, the shock value is gone.
Yeah.
Because you already know what's coming. Like, it's like,
right.
Oh, yeah. This is
Like,
going to go the right way, son.
Right.
Like, who didn't see it coming, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But fuck, bro. I can't believe, like, it's nasty, bro. It's like.
You know what I thought, honestly? I had a feeling it was going to be not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
But when it happened, I just thought, I'm not that surprised. Because they couldn't just give it all to us. You know, with George Floyd and how that went down.
Yeah.
For to convict this kid, it'd be like, these niggas are winning too much.
Yeah, y'all scheming too much.
That's just fucking sad, dog.
Yeah, it's wild.
So,
I mean, but think about this. If I provoke a fight, let's say right now, we beefing, let's fight, and I provoke a fight. He beat me up, so I stab him. Right? Oh, in self-defense, he beat me up. Like, bro, you went to where they was fighting. Like, you
had nothing to do with you.
Yeah, bro. Like,
nothing
come on,
to do
man.
with
But it's self-defense now. Come on. Oh no, I expected more from us, but
Yeah, but why?
there it is, that's the question. It's tough. Can't really speak on that.
Yeah, man. It's just unfortunate, dog.
it is.
What outcome did y'all want? Like, this is a minor. He did murder people. Like,
With a fucking assault.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not dismissing anything that he did. He's got to pay.
yeah.
But in a situation like that, let's say you were the judge, right? What would you give him?
Whatever.
You're already saying that he's guilty. So
Wow.
then what would you give him? What would be the consequence for what he did?
I would give him whatever he was charged with.
Yeah.
Whatever he was fucking charged with.
Okay.
I mean, we live in a world where, you know, everybody gets participation medals even, right? So
Yeah.
we're a little bit softified. I mean, and I get the fact that he's young, he makes stupid decisions when you're young. But that being said, he ain't getting nothing less than a 10-piece from me.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta get at least, bro, like
Bro,
self-defense or not, you need
killed
at least
3 people.
Yeah, you gotta sit and think about what you did.
You guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're not going to jail, but you gotta take this 10-piece, bro. You
Yeah.
gotta take this. You gotta take this. That's solid. All right. Very unfortunate news, but we gonna keep it moving. What else you got?
Well, shit. First, we should have started out with this, but first and foremost, rest in peace, Young Dolph.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Memphis rapper.
Young man.
Young Dolph. Killing it. I mean, community, family man. Like, his life was taken by another black man, more black men. You know what I mean? Just in his hometown. My man was going to get cookies for his mom. And it's a place he frequent, you know, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they just rolled up on him and ended his life. Man.
Yeah.
Which is, man, it's just fucked up, man.
Most unfortunate.
Yeah, like all the videos you've seen, just family, with his daughters, like he was doing everything for them, you know?
Yeah.
And just stupid. I don't even know what to say. Like, we got another one.
It's fuckery. It's just more fuckery.
On top of that, I mean, Dolph was a good dude. Like, he did car giveaways and like pulling fans on stage. He was going through something. He was 10 bands.
He was supposed to be Starbucks. Like, you know how you do something viral at your work and then you get fired for it.
Yeah.
Some Starbucks workers was blasting his music. He brought and they got fired for it because it went viral. They was blasting music at Starbucks. This motherfucker was at a concert, brought them to the concert, and then gave them both 10 bands for being fired. Just gave them 10,000 on stage, like a piece.
Remember that?
You know what I mean? And then it what's really fucked up is when he got shot and killed, like 2 hours later, he was supposed to be going to give the turkeys away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, damn, bro. It's fucked up, man.
That's the balance. You always see the negativity. Like, you see the negative sides of a person, especially.
Yeah. I mean,
I bet he had his own rapper.
He was a street nigga. He had his own,
Yeah, 100%.
His own shit,
But if you start to develop this record, you know what I'm saying, where you're doing good, somebody's like, nah.
Right. You
gotta cut that short.
You can't see nobody win. That's just saying in your own city.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
In your own city.
My thing with it is, I mean, his security. I don't even think he had security around him, did he?
Not.
And
just dolo.
To be a star of that status, posting where you are, because I mean, I saw the video. He was, I'm here. I mean, that's just, that's just a poor judgment move. I mean, rest in peace, but he needs security, man, and that's just like a eye opener for artists out there. Like, it's not.
You can't move like that. You
especially
can't be like,
in your own city, man.
Yeah,
that's
like,
where
I'm good in my hood.
No, that's where most hate happens.
What's up, Gigi here, by the way. Hi.
Always here.
What's up?
She must have got those treats.
Yeah. Come on, man. Hey, come on.
Good, you tweet my
Gigi.
laptop, girl.
Here, come on. Girl.
Come here.
You gonna knock your drink down.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, just lay down. Lay down.
You're alright.
But yeah, it's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. I hope you got some lighter news.
I do. I swear I do.
I got one more nasty fucking.
This nigga texted me. He texted me yesterday, and he's like, "It's a dark time for news."
Let's just continue. Ex-NFL player Zach Stacy, bro.
What a bitch.
What a fucking bitch, dog.
You mean FloridaMan?
Yeah, FloridaMan, Zach Stacy. Video came out of him, like, I don't know if it's his girl, his baby mama, but he beat the shit out of her, like, on video, and his baby was on the couch.
Yeah, I don't condone
like, he swung at her like
a man.
Like she was a man. Threw her into the TV. The TV fell on her. Like, and she was reacting like this has happened before. Like, she tried to stay.
Like she
didn't try to like escalate him more. Like, but it was that shit was sad as fuck. When I saw that video, that shit hurt my heart, bro. Like, he beat the shit out of that woman. And then,
you saw it?
Yeah.
Oh.
The video is fucked up, bro.
I didn't see the video.
No, I couldn't.
No, it's bad. He was on the run, and so he got caught in Florida though. He got caught in Florida. So he was I think he was arrested at the airport, Orlando International Airport. He beat bro. And the infant was sitting on the couch, fam. Like, nuts, bro. Like, no words for that. Like, it's atrocious, dog. Like, I just couldn't believe it,
bro. Like, what?
I couldn't believe what I was seeing, bro. Like, picked her up off the floor and slammed her through the walker, bro. Like, the baby, like, it was nuts. It was nuts, bro. Like, he tried to kill that woman. Like, it was fucked up, man.
Why? Like, why? Fuck. Like, nothing. It should never go that far. Like, I don't give a fuck what she did.
And I don't want to hear no CTE shit.
No. You got some other stuff. I mean,
them some demons, man. Like, and, fuck you. Fuck
and
that.
Who else did it happen to? Like,
right.
Prior,
exactly.
Like, what else in his past? Like, what prior girlfriends has he done it to? You know what I mean?
Right. And I'm pretty sure she recorded that shit because she knew something like she had the camera, it was up and like, you know what I mean?
She knew what was gonna happen. Yeah.
So,
you know what I mean? Fed up is the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, bro. But yeah, fuck dude, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
bro. It's bad.
As a person with 3 sisters and a daughter. Oh, bro.
Exactly. No, he had.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Died, bro.
Yeah, bro. He had to go missing. But then
No, we don't need to call police. Nah, we got it.
Let's talk.
Yeah. But shit, go ahead, man.
Fucking dickhead.
Yeah, no, that's nasty, bro.
That's wild.
Okay. On some lighter news.
He didn't come with the doomsday news.
I know. We had to talk about it, bro. Fuck, bro.
It had to be done. It had to be done. When you text me that too, and you showed me, I was just like,
You gotta sit down, bro.
I gotta find something good.
So, what's positive? Who won the Nobel Peace Prize?
Shit, I wish I knew.
And for what?
I'll be like, hey, nigga, come to the Symposium podcast. Talk to us. Talk to us about peace.
For real.
For all you anime nerds out there, I'm sure y'all know already, but for the rest of the people, the live adaptation of Cowboy Bebop, a classic in the anime community, was released on Netflix, which was yesterday, November 19th. Y'all go check that out. Wonderful show. Very good characters, very good cast. Anybody that likes anime, anybody that just likes a good show, like a good plot, I recommend go check that out. Outside of that, Rap City has returned. We made a joke about that a while back. I actually saw a little bit of the show.
Yeah.
It's not even called Rap City The Basement, it's called Rap City 21.
Ooh.
Yeah. Big Ticket is back. Shout out to that man.
That's a trash name, bro.
It was fire in 2005.
You wasn't saying that.
Rap City in the Basement was fire, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, you talking about Rap City? I thought you was talking about Big Ticket. Like, oh, that's a trash name.
No, I'm talking about the 21 shit. Like.
Yeah. Why
okay,
don't you just get?
No,
you get it.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why they did Rap City 21. It's like, why don't you just go back to the basement?
Keep it in the basement, man.
Keep it in the basement. But outside of that, the biggest news that I have, which is very big in the black community, and I told you it wasn't that real, and you told me just watch the interview, which I did not get a chance to. But I'm sorry. I let you down.
It would have made sense. It would have made sense.
I know.
If you watch it.
I will. I'm gonna do it.
Because it was what I was saying it was, like he felt
some type of way.
Yeah.
Well, just so y'all know what we're talking about, Kanye West and Drake, they squashed their beef. That shit is done. It is no more. Coming from GQ, General Quality Magazine, call it the Treaty of Toronto. Though their animosity has been one of the reigning narratives in hip-hop culture these last few years, it appears that Drake and Kanye West have reached a new, harmonious phase of their relationship. The amends seem to have been made official at a function in Drake's Toronto home and supported by November 16th Instagram post from the two. NJ Prince, rap's most intimidating mogul turned peace broker. Hey, yeah, every time somebody have beef, this nigga is around for sure.
Nobody fuck with Jay Prince, bro.
At all.
That nigga mob ties for real.
Yeah, like real. Every time I hear anything,
yeah.
Like when the nigga was sitting there reading from it and Jay Prince was just sitting there, like, yeah, read that shit, nigga. I'm like, whoa, bro, this shit is wild. Like you just made two grown men piece it up.
Like just a Don Corleone of rap.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, y'all niggas gonna stop this bullshit.
That's exactly how it sounded too. It's like y'all gonna end this feud.
Crazy, bro.
But yeah, that's all I got for news. It's a little lighter, but that's what's going on in this neck of the woods. So that's news to me. A little heavy, a little light.
Yeah.
Just,
Eric.
Just a little.
But think about that the rest of the day.
It's fucked up.
But that's it, y'all. That's it for the news. So now, with all of that nonsense out the way, my man Jones. I've already said thank you for coming on.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the podcast, man.
Yeah. Now
Yes,
for the people that don't know who you are, can you give them a little bit of information about yourself, like who you are?
Oh man, you want to take it to square one, or
Yeah,
just
who you is, what you do for a living.
Jon Jones, official name. Most people call me Jones or Tombstone Jones. From Madison, Wisconsin. I met the Minnesota squad off a scholarship to Cato, the original Cato Ooh, that was a wild time, man. That was way back in, I don't know, 06, I believe.
Yeah.
It seemed like it's crazy even saying it now. Right. I mean, 18, we thought we were grown.
Right.
Little did you know.
Ex-footballer / ex-fighter, more so trainer. Just grind, man. I've just been grinding lately. I moved to Minnesota, officially moved here in 2019. I had visited all the homies, Eric, Nate, everybody continuously from the time I left, basically.
Yeah.
Been here a million times, got family here. But yeah, I moved 2019. I just been grinding. 2 jobs, got the daughter coming. I mean, just life, man.
I feel it.
Got Mr. Zeke. We still got to
Yeah.
meet.
Just got my new puppy a couple weeks back.
How old is he?
He now, I believe, he's like 20 weeks.
Oh, okay.
About 26 pounds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Gigi definitely bigger than him.
Oh.
I'll tell you that right now. He got heart though. He got heart.
For now.
She's
Gigi, she's serious. She's like, I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
With the little punch though.
that little labradoodle. They'll get along, you know what I mean?
Gigi staring at herself like,
Where to start, man? Yeah, it's man, we've been rocking for a minute, like you said, since 06, man. That's a crazy time.
y'all go back.
Yeah, I mean,
back.
you talking about 06 is baggy jeans and gold grills
Yeah.
and house parties. Like, you know what I mean? And just standing up against the wall. Type of
Mhm.
I mean, damn.
What So now you what's your profession now?
So my official title is a event manager, or also known as a production manager, right?
Okay.
So I work through a company called CDS, which is short for Club Demonstration Services. Basically, I'm the middleman between large vendors and wholesale stores like Costco and Sam's Club, right?
Yeah.
So let's say Rome and Eric, y'all come up with a new Coca-Cola vanilla, right?
Yeah.
And it's not selling in the Midwest, right?
Yeah.
Y'all like, man, this really, but nobody wants to try it because we already have the normal Coca-Cola, or we got the Coca-Cola Zero.
Yeah.
So we want the vanilla kind. Like, all right, CDS, can you go demo this, hand people samples so that they taste it and buy it? That's where I come in.
Okay.
Basically, so it's like sales management, a lot of marketing. Good job. I love it.
And so you mentioned a fighter before, so you just not just fight niggas on the street.
No.
Hey, niggas. The fuck is up?
I got a couple stories. I got a couple stories when Mr. Eric Wright was in here.
We're not gonna discuss those.
Y'all don't know Eric. I know Eric.
I'm a changed man.
So we gonna have an after dark special.
I ain't gonna talk about the
part 2.
Y'all over Patreon.
So I mean, professional fighting, mixed martial arts. My go-to style is Dutch style kickboxing. Very proficient at ground game, wrestling, high-level wrestler, high-level jiu-jitsu, high-level boxing now, which is good. But yeah, I was fighting from, I think I started, 2015-ish?
Okay.
Till about 2019 or 20, whenever I was actually declared medically ineligible, suspended, like indefinitely suspended.
Damn.
I got a weird heart apparently.
Really?
Yeah, man. I have a condition called Hypertrophic Cardiomyopathy.
Oh.
Or something like that. Basically, people, their heart beats, there's too much blood flowing through or not enough blood flowing through a valve, and most people have strokes and don't even know it or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's wild because the heart stuff runs in my family.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Well, I knew it, but to link it all together, like, man, my sister had a heart murmur, my mom died of a stroke, my uncle had this and all that. So it was wild, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I just train other people. A lot of times I help out in a lot of camps. I train all the homies. The way I see it, if I got hands, all the homies gotta have hands.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
No, big facts. Big facts.
So I'm like, all right, let me show y'all, what I know. 1-2s, all that good stuff. But yeah, so just work and training, really, man.
Are you still training yourself? Like,
oh yeah, I continue. I mean,
every day.
I won't say every day, but at least 4 to 5 times a week. 4 to 5 times a week at least. Like, you know what I mean? It's just mornings. It's just honestly right now, because not fight. It would be like the same as football season, right?
Yeah.
Or even any type of sports, right?
Yeah.
You know when like you're ready to get in camp, you can smell it, right?
Yeah.
You get that feeling, like you get kind of antsy. For me, with fighting, when all of my close friends, because I got a ton of close friends in Bellator, UFC, and various organizations, I can tell because I'm like, man, I should be fighting. The fact that I can't, I gotta stay training, right? So it's like that's my therapy. I'm like, all right, you know, this person said this at work, I can't just snap out at them, or you know, what I mean, this cop looking at me crazy, and I know it's just because I'm this, or you know, whatever the case may be. The mats. That's the end all be all. So she's that training people, working. My daughter, oh my God, she's getting huge. So that's another one. My daughter's 11 going on 30. So yeah, she's a philosopher doing her own little thing.
Oh, she a thinker. Oh shit, she should be on the show.
And I mean, I want to say she's about 5'10", so oh my God.
Yeah.
She definitely O'Doyle in her classroom. So it's just like, oh man, that's me. And you know, it's crazy when you have kids. I mean, you hear, over the years, and I'm sure Eric can relate now, but as soon as you start seeing yourself in them, it's like, oh wow.
I was gonna ask you, you have a daughter. What's it like to see a female version of you?
Oh man, it's crazy. I tell her all the time. I say, "You're lucky you cute, because you look just like me." So I'm like, man, it's crazy. Like it is wild. And as far as my mannerisms and my looks that I give and all that good stuff, and to see it in her, like she'll send something. And I'm like, damn, that's me. Like so. I mean, it is wild, but at the same time, it's the balance between discipline and over loving is kind of what I did, right? Because it's like, oh man, like I would let you,
do whatever,
but it's like society won't. So let me bring it back in. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now that you mentioned that's a big thing that we've been touching on. I mean, this is a mental health podcast. We say that all the time, but a big focus for this month, it's mental health awareness for men. And one of the things that we've been talking about is, society and these ideas of men, how we need to carry ourselves and stuff. Now, you're a dad. You're a dad, and you're a dad to a daughter. And another thing is, you have fighting experience. Well, really, you're a fighter at heart. How do you establish that balance in, being not only a man, but being a strong man? Plus, you're black. How do you find that balance in carrying yourself as a strong black man, at the same time expressing your emotions, like sharing those sort of things, being able to be vulnerable at times?
I would say I'm just comfortable with my assertiveness, right? So like I know what I can do, and I know my capabilities. I also know how to reel it back in. For instance, like so I know how to get my point across without taking it too far. It's obviously I can fight, I can yell and scream all I want, but that wouldn't be the same. Or I can flex at you like but that wouldn't be the point I want to get across, right? So being assertive in who you are is definitely a big difference in my opinion. I mean, as far as discipline in my daughter is the same thing. Like as long as I'm strong and I'm steady and I'm assertive in what I'm saying, it's still a good balance. Now, in society, fighting and all that good stuff and being a strong black man, we walk those shoes every day, so that comes natural. So I don't really have to blend the two, because that's just, that's an everyday life.
Sure, yeah. But some people struggle with that. They don't really have that balance. More than anything, it's kind of, it's more animosity than anything.
Well, I guess that's where I leave mine in at the gym. That's where my therapy come in. Like I can't just go punch the principal for if he suspends my kid, but I'm gonna punch the hell out this bag, right? Like what I mean? Or I'm walking down the street and you know, somebody looks at my daughter crazy, I can't just, as a black man, go punch him because the cops call me. Who knows what'll happen? But guess what? All right, 3 o'clock, practice started. I'm about to, well, let me show you what I can do. Like, you know what I mean? So that's, I mean, the gym has always been my outlet. So I guess that's how I show or release my feelings at least.
Okay. Respect. You over there thinking
Yeah.
hard.
Because I know him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know him, so I know, like, niggas have been through some shit, you know?
Yeah, sure.
And I'm just like, I'm trying to just find the right, like, way to phrase, like, you know, with shit that you done been through, like, how has it changed from you, like, how, like, as your mental state, like, how did you, like, as far as you dealing with shit before, like, are you dealing with shit the same, or is it different? Like,
I am 1,000 times over more mature.
Yeah.
Even in the past 3 years, you gotta remember, we got a long way back.
Yeah, y'all go back. Like,
you're talking 2006.
Yeah.
That was from 2006 till about 2009, I transferred, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from 2006, 2009, that was one maturity. Then 2009 and on, that was a whole nother maturity.
Right.
I was like, I just went through let me grow up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And then from then, it was like 2013 to 16, that's a whole nother maturity, right?
Yeah.
So it's just basically just continue to grow and evolve as a man, really.
Yeah, like I've experienced like 3 or 4 different jobs.
Yeah,
just like you've experienced 3 or 4 different
Yeah,
things,
absolutely,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
Like, but it is that growth and maturity, and it's just crazy to see just from knowing where we've been.
Oh,
you know
hell
what
yeah. I mean, it's just, looking back at where we've been to where I am now, it's like almost comical.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like what the
That's a
hell
fact. That's a
was
fact.
I on?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
That's a
mean?
fact.
And don't get me wrong, we still have stages where you gotta check yourself.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you being a little OC or you
Yeah.
being a little thirsty, you doing a little, just rip back in.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's human.
Right.
But yeah, I'm definitely way more mature in how I handle things. I definitely take a step back and think before I react.
Yeah.
And I remember being young, like super young, I'm talking like, pre-teens and in counseling thinking, like, damn, like, and they would tell you just like, count to 10 and all this shit. They would be like, I counted 2 and then somebody gets stolen. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But now it's like, all right, let me just really think, just breathe, all right, how I handle things. So it's definitely a lot more maturity and thought going to the decision making and in my everyday life. And then you got to remember, having a daughter, everybody's
I was
watching.
about to ask you that.
Like,
So,
everybody watching.
now
So what I do affects
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I was just about to ask you that. I was like, so does that? Well, obviously it does, but just have a factor in it, like you're not just thinking for yourself.
Oh my God,
you know
yes.
what I mean?
And then I'm not just thinking about myself, but I'm also giving advice to somebody who's gonna take it and actually run with it.
Yeah.
Like, I give advice to adults all the time, but you're an adult. You choose what you're gonna do with it or not.
Yeah.
I'm to something that's me and that looks like me. Oh, they're definitely gonna run with it. So it better be legit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, cool. I mean, I would never try to steer something with my blood in it the wrong way. So definitely a lot more maturity, a lot more wisdom goes to it, a lot more thought, careful thinking, and I move different. Obviously, it's just, I mean, the old Jones would have, we'd be at the bar right now. Drinks on me.
Right.
But it's just a lot more careful thinking that goes into it.
Responsibilities and
all kind of responsibilities. And then you got to remember later in life, I mean, you're talking 30s now.
Yeah.
We're talking houses.
Yeah.
Long term, 401ks.
Yeah.
Versus, the teens, we're thinking, what time's the bar open?
Yeah.
Holding on, like,
What time we gotta
every
be at
day.
work? Yeah. Like, what time we gotta, now I don't think about that because, we have careers now versus jobs.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what will my boss say if I show up to work drunk?
Yeah.
Versus how am I going to control 50 plus employees if I decide to make that decision? Like, there's different, totally different thing that's not responsible. So,
a big thing too that you mentioned, we know that you're a dad, but you're also responsible for other people, not just at work, but even training people. So there's like accountability, but at the same time, you're setting the example for people. I mean, like, what's that like for you? Because you train with younger men, right?
I train younger men, older men, big dudes, little dudes, all of the above.
All of the above. So they look to you, basically.
Oh, yeah.
You're the example.
Absolutely. So I coach them, I train them. We also spar together. So I can't just because, let's say, Rome, right? You don't know how to punch, right? Or you don't know the tempo in sparring. So, this is very common. You come spar, you're throwing everything at me, and I'm just like, yo, calm down. If
it's up,
you know what I mean? But you don't know. So if I were to react and just hit you with something crazy, that would be irresponsible of me. Then we'd lose a gym member. Right. The point is to get the word out there and get more people at the gym. So it's all about control, man. Self-awareness, self-control. Right. I know what I'm capable of. I know that, I could be a dangerous motherfucker, but I'm not. I'm not even built that way. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe once upon a time, but I would never. I'm very coaching. Like you said, I'm a dad, but if you put it in that directive, I'm a big brother to hundreds. So
yes, I am the big homie.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what you need, I got you. So I guess it's just self-awareness that gets me through that part.
Sure. And talking about men's mental health, I think that's a big disconnect for a lot of people. It's unfortunate because they don't have those sort of lessons. One of them being self-awareness. They kind of just grow up and think like, all right, this is how life is going to be, and this is what I got to do. They don't really get that chance to take a step back and reflect on themselves and be like, well, how are my actions affecting me in the long run, or how am I affecting other people? You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
it's a big thing.
I think that's where the parenting thing comes in, though. It's like, all right, how are my actions? How are they going to look at this in the long run, right? Especially after that, say right around 5 years of age. Like, all right, now they're going to start remembering. Like, you know what I mean? So if you go to jail for 3 years from 5 to 8, they're gonna be like, all right, who is him? Versus if you go to jail from 0 to 3, you're still kind of rebuilding. Or let's say, take it to 9. My daughter's 11. So let's say from 11 to 14, I'm locked up.
That's
what
they're trying to find.
That's what I'm saying. Or if I'm just like going crazy, fighting everybody on the street, and they shoot. Oh well, at 11. Oh yeah, I remember my dad beat the hell out this dude on the street. Like, you know what I mean? That's, you gotta watch your actions, watch everything, watch your control, watch what you say, and watch your maturity around them, watch your guidance. You know what I mean? So
that's a big thing too. Now that you mention that, it's one thing to set the example for men, be it young or old, but in having a daughter, I was about to say, I don't know what the fuck we was talking about, but it was good.